Cutting-edge technologies such as clouds, AI, big data, and the IoT will propel people from all walks of life into the digital age and help to create a smart world where everything is connected. Yet this new wave of technological transformation reveals a challenging international deficit, the ICT talent shortage. Based on the platform plus ecosystem strategy, Huawei collaborates with education and training institutions, industry associations, and partners to build a platform that enables the sustainable development of the ICT talent ecosystem. Setting talent standards. With years of experience in ICT talent development and a deep understanding of the industry's overall direction, Huawei has created its own certification system based on the innovative Cloud Pipe device ICT architecture.
Hello from Shenzhen, China. Thanks for joining us on the last day of the Huawei Industrial Digital Transformation Conference 2020. Over the last 3 days, we've heard from a wide range of global industry experts and opinion leaders. Huawei has gathered them all here online to explore the intelligent world together. This afternoon, kicking off at 2 p.m. Central European Time, we're going to focus on multi-tenant data centers and the impact of new ICT, such as AI and hybrid clouds on DCs. This morning, we're going to take a look at the kinds of additional services that Huawei can offer enterprises, from network design to big data enablement and customer support. With that in mind, let me hand over to the Vice President of Enterprise Service here at Huawei, Hua Shang, who's going to talk about Huawei's comprehensive range of enterprise service solutions.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Hua Shang. In charge of introduce myself, I'm Huawei Enterprise Service Vice President in charge of Global Service Solution Sales. Thank you all of you coming today. On behalf of Huawei Enterprise Service, I'm very pleased to welcome you here, my old friend and new friend. So before my presentation, let's have a quick review for the ICT history in the past 10 years. New ICT technology changed the industry and the organization and the personnel, but 10 to 15 years before, cloud, big data, and IoT were not familiar with most CEO and technical directors. This would be some more new emerging techniques, but no large-scale application. Some traditional techniques still dominate all the IT departments in the major company and the organization. But now, almost all company CEO talk about the digital transformation based on these technologies. And they are working for improving your operation efficiency and ROI. However, the new ICT technology management and the digital O&M and even the talent development still bring the challenges for CEO. How to deploy the new technology well and fast, and how to make the system upgrade smooth and how to upgrade your staff capability, always the problem for IT directors and the company CEO. To narrow the gap between the new technologies and the people, Huawei established the whole site lifecycle services to support the trend of digital transformation, and even developed the new ICT talent supply chain. Huawei are dedicated to work hard to supply everywhere reachable and reliable service to our customers. Huawei believe only the trusted service can really help customer feel the digital transformation is a journey and enjoy your way. Up to now, Huawei service worked for more than 50,000 customers around the world, and more than 70 smart city, smart campus, smart transportation deployed in the last year. They are in some region like the Middle East, Asia Pacific, and the China region, and bring the business transformation success to our customers. The service revenue for Huawei is always double every 2 years. The annual average growth is 38%. Even in the last year, the external situation is very complicated and challenging for Huawei. Our service revenue still in a fast increasement. And we know customer-centric is not just a slogan to spit out. We are already in Huawei people's mind and activity. Only customer trust can help us still keeping the high speed increasing. It's really thank you, all of our customer acknowledge and trust in Huawei enterprise service in these years. To ensure our customer can get the incentive and qualified service every year, Huawei has been already invested hundreds of million USD in an open, collaborative, and customer-centric service ecosystem. Up to now, the certified Huawei service partner, the number is more than 4,200. And 500 of them are the 4- and 5-star safety with a higher service capability. And even 40,000 engineers already get a Huawei certificate. So they can provide a fast response service to you in everywhere. Even for multinational company project delivery and maintenance, we already have the 3 global service partners to fulfill this service to you and make customer to acquire the service more easier. And to ensure the partner can get the constant service to you, Huawei always provides the standard technique, service process, tools platform, and even the code of conduct training to these partners, and also give the quality review to them to make sure to provide the reliable service. And beyond that, talent development is also an important basis for customer digital transformation. Huawei has run Huawei certificate this brand for 8 years. Till today, in the worldwide, we already get 260,000 Huawei professional certificates, and they are gotten by our engineers, by the students, and the public. And there are more than 11,000 highest Huawei certificate held by them, Huawei HCIAE. This HCIAE working with the customer for their ICT consulting, design, or optimization, and help them to drive the digital transformation. These talents are a great supplement for the industries and drive the ICT construction and the operation effectiveness. Another thing I need to show is the students. Students are the reserve team for the ICT talents and also the potential genius for the industries. Huawei invested and developed 930 ICT academies with the local university and colleges, and to enhance the students' understanding for ICT knowledge. Even for last year, we successful to hold largest ICT competition in the world. There are more than 100,000 students to join this event. We are taking the responsibility to build the talent ecosystem and popularize the digital skills and make the firm foundation for the ICT transformation. For my personal business vision, I want my team to be the better enabler and partner for the customer in their digital transformation. That means we need to provide a lifecycle service solution based on the industry digital transformation requirements and the scenarios. You can see we provide the overall industry service solution covering the infrastructure, data platform, and the service application layers. This service solution including the 4 service modules. First one, industry solution service. It can help customers based on their industry characters. Secondly, industry cloud enablement service. This can provide a whole set of service solution to help customers go cloud well and use cloud well. The third one, industry operation support service. It can make the business always online and with a higher quality to customer. The first one, the network solution service. It always can accelerate the customer infrastructure construction speed. So these service solutions are applying for such as smart city, smart campus, transportation, energy, financial, electrical, manufacturing, and other many more industries. And Huawei provides end-to-end lifecycle service from consulting, evaluation, planning, and design, integration, implementation, O&M management, customer support, and even the authorization service to our customer. Meanwhile, training and certification service can help our customer to reduce their staff ICT skill gap and accelerate their skill upgrade. Of course, Huawei is not alone to just provide an industry service solution to you, to our customer. We believe only the health ecosystem and the joint service solution can really close to our customer industry requirements on the way of digital transformation. So, choose Huawei service means choose one, the great partner to you on your role. Okay, some new customer always ask me whether Huawei can provide 7 multiplied 24 hours online support to them. I always said, yes, we can. We can take care more than 50,000 customers around the world, and we are very professional. So when the customer comes to Huawei campus or comes to our regional global service center, we call GSC, most customers are shocked and acknowledge Huawei capability. Now, Huawei have the 3 global service centers around the world. Each of them can work for 8 hours, so they are working like the follow sun style. They can support all the customer requests in 24 hours. And all engineers, they already get a Huawei certificate with good technical skill. And beyond that, we also can get the timely support from R&D directly to respond to customer and solve their questions well and fast. And there we also have the 5 another regional tech and 3 country tech around the world. They can communicate with the customer with the local language. Up to now, Huawei can support up to 18 local languages around the world. So there are just a few. Huawei is like the local housekeeper for customer network. And we can support more than 500 major cities in the world and deliver by Huawei spare parts service. It can cover just by 4 hours SLA to ensure customer the critical business running. And besides that, Huawei GSC also has other functions. They can provide the remote delivery support and also the network operation support. They can based on your requirement and make a customer more easier for get Huawei solution and the service. Oh, by the way, another thing important to say, Huawei Europe Tech already get a TISA outstanding certificate in last year. It means Huawei tech is in the top level of the world. I hope this information can bring more confidence to you. In future, Huawei Enterprise Service will continue to aim at the industry digital transformation and use the digital technology to build a digital world base, enabling the digital transformation and driving customers' business excellence. Our strategy is a platform plus AI plus ecosystem. The open and GL, the secure platform, is a foundation for customer service. And the AI technology will make customers more smart. And we also cooperate with the partners to build a more robust ecosystem in the intelligent era and promote a healthy development of the new ecosystem. Okay, thank you all of you attending here. And my colleague Hank will give some more Huawei Data Center service solution and more Huawei ICT Academy program in next session. Thank you.
In the intelligent era, where everything senses and everything connects, your data center is crucial. Huawei has vast experience in not only constructing data centers, but also in planning, designing, implementing, and servicing them, offering support at regional and national levels. Let's hear from Hans Sturtbrechts now, Huawei's VP of Enterprise Service, who is about to launch a new service solution.
Hello everyone, my name is Henk Stokbroeks and I'm the Vice President of Enterprise Services in the Huawei Enterprise Business Group. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Huawei Intelligent Data Center Service Solution. With the advancement of digitization, we have now reached the era of intelligent computing and digital transformation. And there is one thing that's at the core of this digitalization. We had other transformations in the past, like mechanization, electrification, and automation. But now we have reached the era of digitalization. In this world of digitalization, in this digital world, there's basically three layers. The first layer is the edge, which provides the personal and for the family and for the public sector. It provides the connectivity. And the connectivity we call the pipe, where all the data is transferred. And all this data then goes into the cloud, where the data is stored and processed, particularly inside the data center. But when you start to make a decision about investing in a data center, there's many choices that need to be made. So the question is, what type of data center does an enterprise need? When looking at the data center, there are several key attributes that need to be considered. For instance, convergence, how to maximize or optimize the utilization of the data center resources. With the explosion of data in applications in this world, it's hard for the storage and the servers to keep up. So improving the utilization of storage and servers is absolutely critical. Another key point for the data center is the energy efficiency. Data centers use a lot of power. Power that's needed, electricity that's needed to power the equipment, but also to power the cooling installation. So how can we create a data center that has a low PUE, a very high energy efficiency, and a low total cost of ownership? Well, if there's one thing important for a business, it's continuity. And these days, continuity also depends on the IT infrastructure. So how can we design and build a data center with high availability, but also that ensures that the data is always available? So how can we build in the data replication? And these days, the world is changing very fast. Nothing is the same tomorrow as it was yesterday. So also the data center needs to be able to change according to the changes in the business. So a data center that's modular and flexible is what customers and enterprises are looking for. and also intelligent. The operation, the management, the data center itself has to be intelligent and automated. And the operation and the management needs to be predictive rather than reactive, where you solve a problem once it's already happened. It's better to be able to predict whether there is a problem about to happen and solve it before it actually happens. So based on these key attributes, we have developed a service, a lifecycle service solution that enables our customers, enterprises, governments to build the data centers that meets the requirements of today as well as in the future. So this service solution consists of 4 basic elements. First is consulting and design. The next one, integrated implementation, intelligent operation and management, and operation support. And I will describe each of these in a little bit more detail. To start with the consulting and the design. When you start to build a data center, you typically already have something in place, an IT infrastructure. So what we do as a service is first we do an as-is assessment, for which we have automatic tools to collect data and to analyze this data to determine what our customer already have in their network and in their data center. Once we have that information, we move on to the next stage, which is developing the blueprint, which is the high-level design of the architecture model. It's an architecture of the data center and the infrastructure as it will be after the migration. Once we have agreed on the blueprint, we can start with the detailed planning and design. Based on years of experience, we've developed a professional methodology and models that allow us to quickly and efficiently plan and design a data center that exactly meets the customer's requirements now and in the future. But before we go into implementing that design, we first do an extra step, which is the verification, for which we have verification centers around the world, where we go to and where we have the Huawei technology, but also third-party technology, so that we can replicate the customer's operational environment and verify that the solution that we have planned and designed will actually work without any problem. Based upon this architecture that we have used, this process that we have used for many customers already, we have shown that we can significantly reduce the energy consumption, that we can significantly improve the resource utilization, but also bring down the cost of the operation of the data center, and as a result of all of this, improve the customer satisfaction. Next is the integrated implementation. So once we have the detailed design and we have verified it, we can move on to the implementation. And the implementation, the way that we have organized it, will actually accelerate the data center transformation. For this, we use tools like a 3D drawing tool, but also CFD that will help us optimize the airflow within the data center to optimize the cooling and reduce the amount of electricity that's needed for the cooling. We designed a network and we built a network with standardized prefabricated modules that are pre-configured from the Huawei headquarters or from the Huawei center and then shipped to the customer site. Because of that, because they're pre-integrated and optimized and they have been verified and tested, they can be built very easily and very quickly. So the implementation, because it's modular and because it's fast, is very quickly. And this also meets the requirements of many customers that it's modular and that it's flexible. Based upon this, the customers are able to scale their data centers very quickly from maybe only 10,000 users to maybe 10 million users in a matter of weeks. The number of engineers required in order to deploy this is much less than in a traditional way. And the time to market, because the implementation and the deployment is so fast, the time to market for the enterprise services can be reduced significantly. Obviously, once this data center is up and running, it needs to be operated and it needs to be managed. For this, we have developed a tool, an intelligent O&M platform that we started developing a while ago, and we will continue to develop over the next several years. We've made a major investment into the development of this tool. So where today it provides full monitoring and it's a proactive tool, it will become an automatic tool where the experience that we have built up is built into rules, and eventually this tool will transform into an intelligent tool where the rule-based is replaced with a learning capability and a real intelligent tool to operate and manage the environment. And instead of doing prevention, it will actually do forecasting of what will happen in the network. On top of that platform, we provide the professional services to do the monitoring, repairing, configuration, and the reporting of the O&M. Also, because of this tool, this intelligent tool, we are able to significantly increase the efficiency of the operation of the data center. Huawei has many years of experience managing and operating our own IT infrastructure. And we are using that experience, that knowledge, in order to build tools and capabilities to also help our customers. And this is not limited to just the operation. In fact, it goes beyond operation, and it includes business intelligence. So based on this platform, we can do monitoring of also applications, of where they run, how they run, of the data, where it is, whether it is shared, whether it's the optimized. So it's a real business intelligence tool that looks at the applications, the resource utilization, the projects, and the data. And not only tries to solve problems, but actually helps management optimize the environment. So, in order to deliver all these services, we have built a global professional services capabilities. We have built 3 global service centers, one in China, one in Europe, in Romania, and one in Mexico, that provide 24/7 support capabilities. In addition, we have 9 regional technical support centers that provide local language support and local capabilities. But we also have open labs around the world where we can go to in order to do testing and verification. The organization consists of over 500 industry experts. So these are people, engineers, experts, that not only know the technology, but also know what actually happens in the industry. So really talk the language of the customer so that we can provide a better service to particular customers like government, like public security, like finance services industry. Over 190,000 engineers have been certified by Huawei. These are not just Huawei engineers, these are also engineers that work for our partners. We have an extensive training and certification organization with a very big portfolio of curriculum of training courses, both online and classroom-based training. We also built professional services modules so that customers can choose which of the service modules best fits their needs. And we built tools. We made a major investment several years ago of several $100 million US dollars in order to develop tools that help us deliver better services. And so far, we already launched over 80 service tools to help our service organization. And last but absolutely not least, very important, is our strategic service cooperation with our ecosystem partners, because we do not want to provide all the services to everyone. We highly depend on our partners to deliver a large part of these services. We certify these partners so that they are able to provide the quality of services that we also expect from ourselves to deliver. So already we certified over 3,600 of these partners. And we also have what we call learning partners or training partners that can provide training based on this training portfolio locally in each country. So just to give you an idea of the experience that we already have gained over the years, so far till 2019, we have already built over 1,000 data centers worldwide with a total surface of over almost 2.4 million square meters. And just a few examples. One is the Huawei Integrated Data Center in the Guiyang base, not far from here, Shenzhen, where we built 18,000 racks on a 221,000 square meter surface. We provided the data center design, the building, the operation, etc. Also here in Shenzhen, we built a data center of more than 150 square kilometers with more than 15,000 racks here in Shenzhen for the security communication. In South Africa, for CETA, we built a data center with over 200 servers and 560 terabytes of data, where we did the planning, design, and other services. But also for Volkswagen in Brazil, we built 6 data centers with 800 terabytes of data, storage, and over 200 services, where we did a whole migration of legacy data centers into the new data centers, including the disaster recovery and the backup. So that was my presentation about the intelligent data center service solution. I hope you've learned more about our service capabilities around the data center, and I thank you very much for your attention.
With the rapid pace of change driving our industry forward, a potential problem arises. Where can we find the talent we need, equipped with the skills we need, and in sufficient numbers? This is a very real question that needs to be asked, and it is one that Huawei is heavily invested in. So we're going to go back to Hank Sturtbrechts now to learn how Huawei is helping to equip a new generation of ICT talent.
Hi, and welcome to the launch of the Huawei ICT Academy program version 2.0. In Huawei Enterprise Services Group, we are very proud of our training and certification department. Many years ago, we realized that there is a big need for talent in the industry, not just for Huawei itself, but also for our partners and our customers. So what we did is we developed this training and certification department in order to educate, train, and develop talent all over the world. So we're very happy with the result where we are today, and we've constantly been evolving this program, this training and certification program. Part of that program is the ICT Academy program, for which today we are launching the next version. The Huawei ICT Academy is actually a joint cooperation between academies and the industry to develop ICT talent all over the world. If you look back at the past 5 years, then you can see that the number of ICT academies has grown from 146 in 2015 to 945 in 2019. The number of teachers that we have certified has grown from 300 in 2015 to 1,500 in 2019. And the number of students has grown from 1,120 in 2015 to over 28,000 in 2019. Many universities have joined the program in pretty much every region in the world. Both in Europe, in Reading, but also in Spain, Malaysia, Nairobi, Brazil, China. Many countries already have an ICT academy where we are cooperating to develop their curriculum and help them train ICT talent for the industry. There's only one problem with the development of the ICT talent in the academies. It's too slow. If you look at the speed with which technology is accelerating, then you can see that, for instance, years ago, the transistor was developed, and it took over 15 years to get from the first transistor to the x86 processor. It took 10 years to develop from DOS into Windows 98. And it took only 5 to 6 years for cloud computing to become popular. AI, artificial intelligence, is moving even faster. So every time a new technology wave comes along, the development cycle and the adoption cycle is shorter. But the time it takes to train a student, actually, it's still the same. So what can we do to empower engineers that join enterprises to make sure that the enterprises can stay competitive and that these students can learn the latest technologies? And how can we accurately identify and recruit high potential talent? That's what version 2.0 of this program is about. So if you look at the investment that Huawei is making in this program, you can realize how much importance Huawei puts into this program. We are investing $50 million over the next 5 years to certify 5,000 teachers and train 2 million students worldwide. Those are very ambitious goals, but we are certain we are going to accomplish it together with the academies and our industry partners. So what's different about ICT Academy Program 2.0? First of all, it's a joint development, where in the past, Huawei would develop all the material, the curriculum, etc. Now we are taking the next step, which is to jointly develop the ICT courses with the local academies. So it will be with a local language and adopted to local customs, language, etc. But the information will be shared. It will be open and it will be shared so that when one academy develops a certain some material to train, it can be shared with others. And in that way, the portfolio, the content, the training material can grow much, much faster and much, much bigger. So everybody can benefit from what others are doing. We're also releasing the Instructor Development Center program so that we can actually locally train teachers. They don't have to come to the Huawei office in order to get trained in China, but they can actually be trained locally, which will significantly speed up the time for training teachers, and we can train more teachers in each country. There will also be workshops and forum for teachers, and obviously we will continue to have the expert advisory board. Also, the fact that the lab environment for the academy will be cloud-based. So it will not have to be physically in a specific location. The lab environment will be based on a public cloud, so it can be accessed for anywhere. So an academy does not have to invest in equipment. It can simply use the cloud-based lab environment. We will continue to donate equipment where necessary at a very, very low price and enable talent to develop themselves with online programs. There will also be a special fund to support student activities. And these can also be fun activities in order to do some team building, maybe organize a soccer game or a barbecue or something like that, in order to encourage students to participate in this program. So there will be a technology club and there will be events in this club, and all this is done in order to motivate and encourage more students to participate in the ICT training program. Obviously, we're going to continue the very, very successful ICT competition, which we are again running this year, and hopefully we will be able to run the global final again some point in the summer this year, which again will be bigger than last year. And most importantly, the job fair, because all these students are studying in order to get a job, and we want them to have the ability to easily find a job when they've completed the program. So what's the plan for this year, for 2020? First of all, we want to reach 1,500 ICT academies worldwide. We want to certify over 1,500 academy instructors. So these are professors, teachers that are certified by Huawei to be able to deliver the ICT training curriculum that Huawei has developed. We're going to, again, continue to increase our portfolio of courses, not just for different technologies, but also for different languages. So one topic might become available in many different languages. And most importantly, our goal this year is to train over 200,000 students worldwide. And all these students will be trained and later will be certified so that they become available for the market, for Huawei, for the partners, and but also for our customers. So that's it. That's it for the launch of the version 2.0 of the ICT Academy. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank you very much for your attention.
Thanks for joining us this morning on day 4 of Huawei's Industrial Digital Transformation Conference. If you'd like to watch any of our live casts again, they'll be available very soon, right here. And of course, you can also explore the latest in ICT and more at e.huawei.com. Be sure to join us again at 2 p.m. Central European Time. Enjoy your lunch.